The students in Mrs. Burke's second grade class have completed a science unit about ocean life. Angel, Tina, and Ahmed will share a little bit about what they learned.
Our class learned about the ocean. There are 5 oceans in the world. The ocean closest to us is the Atlantic. We studied animals that live in a Maine ocean habitat.
We made ocean creature sculptures. This is how I made a scallop. First, I looked at pictures of a scallop, drew a scallop to get the shape. I put a foam on top of a stick and taped on newspaper. I covered it with plaster and added some cardboard. I put more plaster on my scallop to cover the spots that didn't have any plaster. I painted the main color of my scallop and then painted a little bit more of the other colors. Then I was done with my scallop sculpture.
To go along with our sculptures, we all did research about the creatures. Each student in our class became an expert about a different animal that lives in the Maine ocean habitat. My creature is a bird called the piping plover. This is what I learned. The piping plover looks rough. It has a short neck. Its wings goes really fast. It lives on the sandy beach. Piping plovers eat insects and small aquatic invertebrates. Raccoons, skunks, and foxes are predators of the plover. It flaps its wings like a wounded bird to try to distract enemies. Piping plover are endangered. They run fast, but don't know how to protect the eggs. They are very small, and their babies are even smaller.
Okay, Ellis, so you like math a lot, and you were really excited about this project you did in math. What are we studying in math right now?
Geometry.
Geometry. So, what is this?
This is a decahedron.
How did you get the idea to make a decahedron?
Well, I took a dice and saw how it looked, and then made a pentagon. And it can go around there.
So when you made your first pentagon, what was that? Was that what part of your construction was it? You told me the other day it was is this what you started with?
Mm-hmm.
It was your base? Mm-hmm. You said base? So you had how did you think of doing this from that? How did you get started?
So I made this, and then I made lots of triangles and connected them up to there.
So can you tell me some other things you know about geometry by looking at your pentagon?
Well, it has 5 vertices and 5 angles. 5 sides, too.
Does it have any parallel sides?
No.
No. How do you know it doesn't have parallel sides? How can you tell?
Because if you roll a pencil from here to here, it won't be straight.
Oh, okay.
Into that line.
So is there anything else you want us to know? Is math your favorite subject?
Yes.
What do you think is the most fun thing you've done in math this year that you've learned?
This.
This? This has been your favorite? All right. Thank you. Is there anything else you want to tell us about that?
No.
Okay. Katie, what's your favorite thing in second grade?
Doing reading so I can get higher levels and learn more about stuff.
When you came in the beginning, in September, you were a level H. And where are you now?
J.
J. If you worked really hard to do that, can you talk about what you do to get better at reading and what's hard for you in reading and what's not hard for you in reading?
I read more and I sound out words. I just keep reading at home here. read really a lot. And with Mr. Babson, read like everywhere.
You read everywhere? What's the hardest thing for you when you're reading?
I sound them out.
It's hard to sound them out. Have we been doing things to help with that? What kind of things have we done to help with that?
Today, we were doing on the board. Doing like stuff like going faster, fasting, and stuff.
Oh, when we were doing word work on the board, we were breaking words up. That helps you?
Yeah.
Does Mr. Babson have things that he does with you that help you?
He has like a little whiteboard too. He like if we get stuck on a word, sometimes I get stuck on a word and then he just writes it up and like he breaks them up so I can figure it out.
When you're reading now, I've noticed some things that are better in your reading. What do you notice that's better in your reading?
Stop and think.
Stop and think. You know what you used to do? You used to stop and freeze, didn't you, when you got to a new word? You don't do that anymore so much. What do you do now when you come to a new
I
word?
just break them up.
Awesome.
Like when we were doing our sculptures, I had deciduous. I did not know where that was. I was like, D. I was like,
You had to read the word deciduous?
yes.
Wow. I'm
Because-
impressed.
And echinoderms, that was really hard for me. That was the one I was like.
Can you tell us what animal you were doing since you're talking about your sculpture?
I've been doing a sea star.
A sea star.
And they're not starfish. They're sea stars because they don't have skulls or like backbones.
Do you want to say anything about your side by side? No?
Thanks.
Nothing? Okay, if I said one last thing to finish up, what do you think you've learned the most about in second grade? That makes you feel the best?
Learning geometry.
You like geometry? You like geometry? Is it because it's the last thing we've been doing?
Yeah.
You had a lot to say about reading. Hmm?
And I made a decahedron.
You made a decahedron. Okay. Well, I think we like second grade. Do we like second grade?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Here are our fifth grade students, Warren and Aiden, and they're going to talk about what they have learned in art.
I learned a lot in art. I'm in fifth grade, I've been here since kindergarten. And I think I've gotten better at art over the years, definitely, and I think Mr. Hart is a really great art teacher. He's taught us a lot of things.
Do you have a favorite project?
I like a lot of the drawing projects because I feel that one of my strengths as an artist is my drawing skills, my sketching skills. What about you, Warren?
Well, I've been here since kindergarten, so I've been here for 6 years. And he has been my art teacher for all those 6 years. And I feel that I've learned a lot throughout the years that I've been here. And I think what I like mostly about everything that we've done is most of the paintings that we've done. Because I feel that one of my strengths is painting. And I like painting.
Do you think the painting that you feel is a strength, what do you like about painting? Is it the medium? Do you like using mixing colors? Or is it an artist that you like to look at when you paint?
No, I just like using the different colors and combining what I have to combine. So that's mostly, that's what I'm trying to say.
Is there an artist that you have a favorite project from, Aiden? Or is there a certain project that was your favorite in your time at Riverton?
I really liked all of the projects we did. They were all really fun. Even if I didn't think I would like them at the beginning, they always turned out really fun in the end.
What was your favorite project this year?
I liked a sketching one involving a tree. we made a tree and we put branches all around, and then we colored in the background with watercolor paints.
What was your favorite? Why did you like that as your favorite?
Because I really like the sketching part, and I thought it was really fun to sketch the loops and twirls of the tree.
The details of the branches? Okay.
Yes.
Warren, what was your favorite project?
My favorite project is when we made the rooms and we made the beds and everything like that. And a lot of things were upside down, and there were things in the windows, and there was things in the rooms. And what I really liked about it is we were using our creativity and really bringing to life a lot of the things in this room, and being able to put what we wanted inside this room in different ways and shapes and forms.
Yeah, so the room project where we used perspective.
Yes.
And then we looked at artists, talked about surrealism and adding all the crazy stuff in the room.
Yes, yeah. I like that project.
Now, I'm surprised you haven't mentioned clay yet, because that's always everybody's favorite.
Yes.
So
yes,
out of
yes.
the clay projects you guys have done over the years, is there a clay project that's your favorite?
Fifth grade, definitely.
Fifth
Because we
grade?
got to make whistles.
Yeah.
Instead of just
I like the
making
whistles
just an
the
animal
best.
just sitting there.
I like the whistles the best because they were kind of unique. Because you could make. I made an alligator, and I liked it because you could really glaze them over the glaze, and then you cook them and kept finger water, and
In the kiln?
the kiln. And they actually look really nice, and they kind of have this shiny kind of thing to them. They're really unique, and I like them.
I also like the kindergarten clay project that we did. We made the body of an animal, and then we made an extra big mouth.
Yeah.
To fit something inside. That was really fun too.
I have all of my clay projects or something like that sitting on my roll.
I'm glad you remembered the kindergarten project from so many years ago.
That was
We still have it.
Is there a favorite artist that you looked at over the years that you liked, or you looked at a few different ones?
I like Picasso.
Picasso? Picasso too? Or a different one for you, Ian?
I like Picasso too because I like the colors in the background.
Yeah.
I like the unique kind of ways he painted. It wasn't like how any other painter would paint. It was different from everyone else in the world. He kind of did his own unique method, and I like that.
Okay, so we're going to talk about math, and we're going to introduce who you are first because I work with you for math. So this is Caleb, who's in what grade?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten. What's your name? Kelton.
I'm in kindergarten.
And you're,
Mustafa.
what grade are you in? Grade
First.
1. First grade. And?
Egypt, second grade.
So we're going to talk about one thing we've learned this year in math. First of all, you like math?
I'm going to do about shapes.
Now you're learning about shapes? We're learning about a lot of things in math. Math's my
I'm
favorite.
learning about not really math right now.
Yeah, it's not math time right now, but we do math all the time, right? So in kindergarten, we learn about how to add numbers, right? So how do you add two numbers together? What's something you do to help? So what if I said 5 plus 5? How do you add that? Well, it equals, but how do you do that? Can you show me, like with your fingers or a number line? How do you add 5 plus 5?
With your fingers?
Sure, show me. How many on one hand?
5.
Yeah? How many on the other hand?
5.
How many together?
10.
Okay, so what if I said 4 plus 3? So how many do we have? 4 plus 3.
7.
See how fast you were? So when you learn math, it's learning about putting two things together, right? And adding them.
Caleb got 2 papers.
That's okay. So in first grade, Mustafa, how do you add numbers? Because you add bigger numbers, right?
Yeah, you add 10 minus 5 equals 5.
Is that adding or?
That's both.
Oh, yeah, because you can work backwards, right? So
Yeah.
what if I said 19 plus 20? Could you use your number grid over here to show me? Can you show
19
me? Can you show me 19 plus 20?
1, 9. 20 minus
No, 20. 19 plus 20.
19.
So where do you
plus
start?
20.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
oh, how do you add tens?
Ooh,
Yeah. So that.
it's 29.
Wait. 20. Add
Ah.
20. 19 plus 20.
1, 2,
10.
10, 20. 39.
Okay, let's try another one. So we're going to do 36. Keltuma, can you watch?
36.
Find 36 for me.
36 is right. Oh, I passed it.
Can you add 30?
Okay. 10, 20, 30, 66, which is simple.
It is simple because we know how to do adding tens, right?
Yeah, if
So,
it was 10, 90, 85 plus 10 more, it would make 95.
that's right. So the number grid helps you with that.
Yeah, and also if it was 10 then plus 19,
Mm-hmm.
20, that would be making like 29, I think.
Yep, you got that. Good thinking.
Can I try to do that?
Yeah, we'll give Egypt a turn first. So Egypt, you had even bigger numbers, right? So what if we did something like 35 plus 25? Okay, can you come and show it on here? So 35 plus 25.
I already know what it's gonna be.
What is it gonna be? What is it
Yeah.
gonna be?
I can't tell you.
Oh man, 60.
Okay, did you see what you did? Can you watch her, Mustafa? So show them what you did. So you did 35 plus 25. Say it out loud.
10, 20, and then add 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Awesome.
It's 60.
It is 60. Okay, we'll give you a harder one. We're going to do 46 plus 29. So 46 plus
Straight
29.
sides and closed.
46.
You know, that's that 46
Yep.
thing, you know.
I'm gonna read it. Teddy bears and a
46 plus 29. So show me where 46 is. Add 29.
Teddy bear.
Teddy bears in a tub.
That's what it's called.
So what do you got?
70.
Awesome. So
Teddy bears in a tub.
what are you drawing? You doing math sentences?
No, I'm doing like shapes.
You're doing shapes? Okay, so we're learning about shapes right now. So what's something you know? What's something you know about a shape? Because we're learning shapes in every class right now. So what's something you know, Keltuma? So like, what's something you know about a square?
It has 4 sides.
Awesome. So, Mustafa, what are those corners called on a shape?
Face. Wait, no.
Face.
No, what are the corners called on a shape? So what's this called?
Put my back.
A rectangle.
But what's this corner called?
A line.
Starts with a
2.
Vertex.
Vertex.
good vertex, right? Do you remember that
Vertex is
word?
really hard to remember.
We did a vertex. So how many?
Vertex is like how much shape, how much sides it has.
Right. So it tells you. So what is 6 sides?
Like this one only has long sides.
What's this shape called?
Like it has 1 side, 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides
Mm-hmm.
that are long, and no small sides.
Mm-hmm. Well, are these 2 sides smaller? These 2?
A little.
Why
Yeah.
is math
So what shape is this?
hard? Rectangle.
It's a rectangle.
I tried to make a rectangle prism.
You did a rectangular prism? Wow.
I will make
Can I
it.
show you? So I'm going to put a circle, I'm going to put a dot right in the middle, and I'm going to make another rectangle.
You know, like another kind of shape, but it's kind of
See? And watch.
it's kind of hard to
This goes
say.
here. This goes here.
Now I know how to make it.
This goes here.
Michelle,
Oh, good. That's it. Connect the corners.
Michelle,
Yep.
I don't know. I forgot what they
Mrs.
call like a tissue box. I forgot what they call it.
Well, he calls me Mr. Y. You call me Miss S.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I'll try to copy that.
Michelle,
Yep.
you know what kind of shape like I did in my class like a bit. I forgot what they call this. A tissue box.
Yeah. It's a. What's that shape called? You were just saying what you're making.
Rectangle.
No, it's a different one.
Rectangular prism. He's right.
Yeah, rectangular.
Yep. All right. So we're gonna finish up. So how do you feel about math? Do you like math this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't seem so excited, Peltuma.
Why?
You like math? You like doing math?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing doing in math?
Now
What do you like doing in math?
I don't know. Shapes.
You like doing shapes?
I like doing cuts. Like cutting in half.
Yeah, oh, so we've been doing halves and fourths, right? What do you like about math?
I like doing just normal math.
Yeah, numbers, and you work hard. You've gotten to be really good at math. Are we all set? We're all done?
I'm not done.
Can we say goodbye to the camera?
Goodbye.
No, I'm not saying goodbye to you.
Girls and boys, I'm very proud of you. This year we've learned a lot. So we're going to share what we've learned. And we're going to start with our song. Are you ready? Are your eyes on the speaker? Are your listening ears on? Is your voice turned off? Is your thinking cap on? Are you in your personal space, ready to participate with respect to all? So the first thing we're going to learn or talk about is what you've learned. So who wants to raise their hand and tell me how they learned how they treat their friends? How do you treat your friends?
Be respectful.
Gianna, that's right, you're respectful. How can you be respectful to your friends?
You have to be nice and not be mean to them.
Oh, I love that answer. Anelli,
You have to be cooperative to them.
you have to be cooperative, and what does that mean?
You have to be nice.
Nice and work together?
Yeah.
Jax,
You can be nice to your friends and be super nice.
oh, I like that answer. And Skylar, do you have something to add? Respectful to your friends. And Maddox?
Being responsible.
Responsible, that's a big word. Do you know what responsible means, Esri? What does responsible mean? Do you need some help? Who wants to help her? Grayson.
Responsible means working to get together to help your friends.
Very good. And in school, do you help each other read? Are you good table buddies? Can I hear that answer?
Yes.
And are you good peanut butter and jam?
Yes.
You are. You help each other read. So we're going to talk a little bit about what you've learned in reading and the strategies you've learned. Who can tell me a strategy that they've learned to help them be good readers? And I love that we're raising our hands. Anelli?
Chunky monkey.
Chunky monkey. What is chunky monkey?
You're looking for chunks.
Looking for chunks in words. Yes. Repeat.
Trying lion.
Try and line. You keep trying. Great job. Akela.
Skippy frog.
Skippy frog. Do we jump over a word to see if it makes sense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Milana.
Stretchy snake.
Stretchy snake. What's stretchy snake?
Stretch out the word.
Can everyone make a fist? And let me see you stretch out dad.
Dad.
Very good stretching out. What else have we learned to help us read?
Lips the fish.
Lips the fish. What's lips the fish?
You.
Do you want to tell them what is lips the fish, Jax?
Lips the fish. You skip the word.
You get the word
Started.
started. And if you don't know it, and Grayson,
Eagle eye.
eagle eye. What's eagle eye?
Look at the pictures.
You look at the pictures and that helps you read. Maddox.
Try and lion.
Try and line, we already said, but I'm thinking of another one I haven't heard anyone say. What would that be?
Stretchy snake.
Oh, raise your hand. What are these called? Ian.
Snap word.
Snap words. Can we do the song? Okay, let's spell the snap word the.
T-H-E.
Can I hear everybody?
T-H-E.
Can we spell the snap word it?
I-T.
Very good. You are good at snap words. How about the snap word play?
P-L-A-Y.
Very good. Good job. Okay, girls and boys. Now, I'm skipping along. We're going to do what you learned in writing. Can you tell me some of the strategies you've learned in writing to be a good writer? Grayson.
Snap words.
We learned our snap words. They help us with writing. What else? Ian.
Look around the room so we can spell stuff.
Right, you hunt around the room to find words. Who can tell me something else? Remember, it's all right here on the back of your writing folder. What else do you have to do? Andrew, can you think of something we have to do when we write? I think you can. You're a very good writer. We wrote an information book about owls. Let's think of some of the strategies. Brooke.
You can use zips.
We can get our words started when we're sounding out a word. Yes.
If you do not spell the word, you can sound it out.
You can sound it out. Very good. And use stretchy snake. Now, sometimes we just did information writing, remember? And information books are fact or nonfiction. And let's read what it says.
We learn from the words.
Learn from the pictures. And this is a beautiful book all about snowy white owls. Skylar, I just picked yours up. Would you like to come read yours, please? And you can stand right over there. Can we start with a title? Let's start with a title. What is the title?
Snowy white owls.
Very good. And who's the author and illustrator?
Me.
Right. And can you read the table of contents? What's on page 1? Can you talk in a big voice?
Owlets fun.
Big voice. He wants to be able to hear you, okay?
A snowy owl is a bird. It is white and black. It has yellow eyes.
Very good.
It has gray talons. It has a black beak. Owls live in forest places with lots of trees. Owls make their nest up in high trees. A snowy white owl eats mice. It eats meat. It eats the whole thing.
I love the way you're looking at her and listening to her when she reads.
Snowy baby owlets hatch from eggs. They are called owlets.
And what is your fun fact? Oh, we're not quite there yet, sorry.
Dad brings the food. Mom feeds the owlets. An owl can turn their head all the way around. Owls have white bones so they can fly.
Awesome job. Can we give her a nice quiet?
Owls eat the
Oh, we're still going, sorry.
whole. Owls eat it whole. They spit out bones and food.
Excellent. Very nice job. You all wrote. Are you all awesome writers?
Yes.
During writing workshop? But where did we get the information to write those? Grayson?
Books.
Books. We read lots of books about owls, didn't we? Oh, I'd like you to read, but you know what? We're going to go on to the next part because we just have a little short time. Who can tell me what we learned about math? What did we learn about math? Look around the room. We've learned a lot. Skylar. How to tell time. Can you make the clock sound? And which hand is this?
Minute hand, hour hand, minute hand.
Good job.
Count.
We learned to count. Can I hear you count to 20?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Very good. What else have we learned?
I count by 10.
Can we count by tens to 100?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
What else have we learned?
I can count by 2s.
Ian, very good. Let me hear everybody.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 22, 24.
Gianna.
I can read the poster.
You can read the math posters about math? Alrighty. I like the way everyone's sitting on their bottom and participating. What else have we learned? Learned so much. Grayson.
The calendar.
The calendar. What day is it today? Grayson.
May 12th.
May 12th. Very good. And let me see. Look at the good hands. Jax.
The Today song.
The Today song. So did we learn the days of the week? Mm-hmm. So today is what, everybody? Can you read that, please?
Thursday.
Can you read what it says?
Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday. All day long. Something is missing. All day long. Yesterday was Wednesday. Tomorrow will be Friday. Oh, what fun. Oh, what fun.
What else have we learned? Look at Ian. He's got his hand right up there. Ian.
The weather graph.
The weather graph. So, if someone is the weatherman today, whose turn is it today? Gianna, what's the weather today?
Sunny.
Sunny. Do you think the temperature, everyone vote, thumbs up, is it up
It's
or is
supposed to be
it
warmer
down?
than yesterday.
What is
I
it?
picked down because
Okay, we'll have to check it later. Can I ask you another question about the weather? Who's sitting up tall, Rabik? Who can please tell me on our weather graph what we've had the most of this month in days? What has it been the most of? The most of. Rabik.
sunny and overcast.
Sunny and overcast. Very good. You guys are doing very well. And what is the least? Who knows? Who can see what the least is up there? Because I know it's kind of cockeyed. Maddox. Can you see what the least is over there?
Snowy.
Snowy. How many snowy days have we had this month?
0.
0. Very good. Okay, I see some other things up there we've learned. What else have we learned? And windy. What is the Ian?
The alphabet.
Okay, we have learned the alphabet, but now we're talking about math. Math is numbers. Think of numbers. Grayson.
Tally marks.
Tally marks. Can we count by tally marks? Count how many days have been in May. Let's look at May. No?
5, 6, 7.
Can we look up here? What is it?
5, 6, 7.
I like your eyes up there. Oh, and down here, what do I have down here? What else have we been talking about lately? What is this right next to you, Milana? A number line. And what are these? What is this? Minus. Plus. And equal. And what else have we been doing, learning about?
2 plus 2 equals 4.
So can we write number stories?
2 plus
Okay,
2 equals
now we're going to share what we like the best about our learning in school. What do we like the best? Who can raise their hand? Andrew, can you say it in a sentence? I like reading. Very good. Ian, I like writing. Skylar,
telling time.
you like telling time. Maddox,
I like what's the weather today?
what's the weather today? Who else has something to add? Esri,
I like reading.
you like reading a lot. I'm glad to hear that. Milana,
I like to do the weather.
you like to do the weather. Anelli,
I like reading and rereading it.
you like reading and rereading it? Very good. Who haven't I heard from? Brooke.
I like doing tally marks.
You like doing tally marks. You're very good at tally marks. Gianna.
I like to read.
I like to read. Kayla.
I like to count.
You like to count. Jax.
I like to play.
You like to play. Mm-hmm. And Grayson, did you tell us what you like to do the best?
Math.
You like math. And Rabik, did you already share?
No.
What do you like?
The graph.
The graph. And I love working with you. You've done a very good job. Everyone give themselves a big wave. Yay! Now you can smile.
Hi, this is the third grade team here, and we're going to share with you how reading and writing across their day looks. I'm Mrs. Soul.
I'm Miss Doyle.
And we have 2 students here. One of our goals this year in third grade was to really make sure where we're departmentalizing that we've communicated about the strategies we're teaching kids. So today we're going to ask the kids some questions about the strategy of boxing and bulleting, and we look forward to them sharing what they've learned.
Okay, boys and girls, so we've used box and bulleting in third grade quite a bit. What is box and bulleting to you, James?
Boxing and bulleting is another way to sort and categorize certain things when you're writing stuff down.
Okay, and how about you, Hadil?
Box and bulleting to me helps me organize my notes and not to forget them, and I have main idea and details about them.
Wonderful. James, could you speak about how you used box and bulleting in your reading?
In reading, I've used box and bulleting when I was doing my when I was writing about the sun, when I was doing my presentation, when we were doing our presentation for the kindergarten. You could fit 1.3 million Earths inside the sun, and the sun is 600 million times bigger than every planet in our solar system.
Oh wow! And Hadil, could you talk about box and bulleting in your reading?
In my reading, box and bulleting helps me because before I write something, it helps me plan my details and my main idea.
Wonderful. Now, how about both of you talking about how you've used box and bulleting in your writing?
In writing, I've used box and bulleting for when I was using my persuasive writing on kids at Riverton need some say in choosing their teacher. One reason students need to have some say in is because kids need to feel emotionally safe. For example, Joseph already knew Miss Doyle before he got to grade 3.
In writing, box and bulleting helps me plan my opinion writing about why people should stop littering, and one detail that people should stop littering because it makes our community dirty. For example, was there someone in a community had trash on the ground? Another detail is animals could die. For example, is animals eating plastic that they could get choked on it. My last reason is because people could get sick. For example, they saw something and think it was something really bad smell, and they could get sick by it.
Wonderful. And how about if you could explain how you've both used box and bulleting in your science and social studies work?
In science and social studies, I've used box and bulleting to sort out the things that I was saying. For instance, when we were writing about magnets, I used it to write down every magnet has 2 poles. A bar magnet has poles on opposite ends.
In my science, I used the box and bulleting for the Underground Railroad help. The Underground Railroad helps slaves get away from the owners that they make them do whatever they want. And the Underground Railroad sometimes give slaves a place to run away where there is no slavery and no owners that treat them unnicely.
Wow, great job across your day, boys and girls. I really like hearing about how you've used the same tool across reading, writing, and science and social studies. Could you guys tell us one thing that you've enjoyed about the way third grade is organized for you across your day?
A thing I've loved is that whenever we go to different classrooms, I've always loved how the teachers differentiate. I think that's how you say it. Yeah. The stuff in the room to help the students when they're, like say in math, Miss Justaro, or now it's Miss Blackie. We have tons of tools and stuff to help us in there, like the multiplication fact chart, the number grid, and yeah, a lot of other tools to just help us kind of get through the day and get through math.
Wonderful. How about you, Hadil?
One thing is, I like that how I learned a lot from you guys to help me in my NWEA score. That I went 14 points up, and I got 205, which is starting a 5th grade level.
Wow. Okay, if you could say one success, which we just heard of a great success, one success in your 3rd grade year, what are you most proud of?
One thing I'm proud of is that I have teachers that teach me a lot of stuff, like you guys.
One of the most proud things I'm most proud of my NWA score. Because before I only went up 4 points, I think, and then I went up 9 points. I went up 9 points and got to a mid-8th grade score.
Wow, wonderful job. Okay, so one tool that we've used in 3rd grade is box and bulleting. I was wondering if you guys could tell us what box and bulleting means for you. Khalid?
Boxing and bulleting means for me, like, it helps me take tests. Like in the first year on fall, I didn't get I got a 1 on like my testing. I got a 168, but I got testing. I got a higher point in September.
Great. What about you?
Boxing and bulleting helps me put the important details and the important like new details and old details that are in the story. It helps me by putting all the details and organizing my writing and reading.
Wonderful. Thank you. Khalid, can you talk about how you've used box and bulleting in your reading notebook?
In my reading notebook, boxing and bulleting helped me by organizing the details of one book that I learned.
Great. Kylie, how about you in your reading notebook?
In my reading notebook, boxing and bulleting has helped me by organizing the details by putting the boxes and putting the what owls do and stuff like that. And it's helping me by organizing my notebook and keeping stuff where it's supposed to be.
Okay, great. Can you both of you talk about how box and bulleting has helped you in your writing?
Boxing and bulleting helped me in my reading, when we read about one thing, it helps me write bullets more writing, so my writing is longer and stronger.
Wonderful.
What else did you do in your writing that you hadn't done before? I'm noticing something on your pages.
Boxing and bulleting, and indenting.
Indenting for what? Why do we indent? What are you making in your writing now?
I'm making people talk.
But what else are you making? Paragraphs. That's so amazing. Great job. Can you show your fairy tale? It's hiding underneath your score. Yeah, show that. Yeah, look at those paragraphs. And how many pages did you write?
grade, but in the beginning of the year, I used to write like 2 or 1.
Wow, so you've increased your volume a lot this year. Great job. And I see a plan on top of that that looks like it's box and bulleting.
Yeah.
How about Kylie? Can you talk about how box and bulleting has helped you in your writing?
It's helped me by organizing my writing and keeping it where it's supposed to be. And it's helped me by,
For example, could you read us what you have there on your notebook, your box?
My mom is the best mom ever. I love her so much. And
One reason?
one reason is my mom, she is a good helper doctor because she used to work at, I forgot what the place was called, but she used to work at a doctor's office, and she used to help people where they're supposed to be and make sure that their appointments are on the right date. And now she works at sort of the same place, and she tells 2 doctors where they're supposed to have their meetings and when they're supposed to have their meetings.
Wow, that was a really great example to back up your reason. Good evidence. Could you read us another reason why your mom is the best?
For example, my mom feeds me food. The food is good, yummy, yummy, and I got a lot. Wait, my mom would help me and give me a bandage.
Oh, wonderful reasons and examples. Wonderful. Could both of you talk about a little bit about what you've enjoyed about the blocks that we have for you in 3rd grade?
The blocks have helped us with our science, and all the blocks helped us mostly in reading.
Wonderful.
What's one thing you learned about in your reading?
In my reading, one thing that I learned is boxing and bulleting, and boxing and bulleting helps me the most.
Great.
Great. How about you, Kylie? What's one thing you've enjoyed about the blocks in 3rd grade, going to different rooms?
One thing I've enjoyed about the blocks in 3rd grade is when we do fun activities. It makes we're playing a math game, and I knew the answer at first and then I forgot it. It helps me remind 6 times 2 is 12 when you do a array.
Wow.
And it's been really fun for me.
Wonderful. Great. If you were to say one success that you feel like you've had in 3rd grade in your learning, what would it be?
Math.
Math?
Math for my success. I passed all my pages in the 1st year.
Wow, great
And
success.
your unit assessments, you've been doing really well, haven't you?
Yes.
Awesome.
What would you say your big success is?
Reading.
Yeah. Tell us more about that.
In reading, we've been doing fun activities with reading. Miss Stoll has been letting us. She's been reading us a book called My Name is Maria Isabel, and after she would let us go read by ourselves, and you have to make sure you're looking in the book and looking at the pictures, and it's been really fun for me that time.
Oh, wonderful job. Thank you both so much for sharing your work.
Hi, I'm Maureen Lovejoy, and I work with small groups in this room for reading with extra help. And right now, I've got 2 children from the 3rd grade because we work collaboratively together. And what they're going to demonstrate first is the SRI test that they take, which actually I think helped them, yes? Get used to taking the NWEAs. And they're going to kind of tell you what it was like when they first saw it in September.
When I first started in September, it was kind of hard for me.
When I first started in September, it was a lot harder than I thought it would be.
So you want to go to the first question? What was it like when you saw this?
When we saw it, it was so small, we couldn't read it that well. But when the teacher told us to make it large, we were able to see it way better.
Was it still scary when she told you that?
Yes.
Yes.
When did it start being a little easier to do?
When she told us that read the question and then the answers and then read the paragraph.
Okay, why did I tell you to do that? What were you trying to do first?
Answer the question.
Okay. Were you trying to find out which answers didn't fit first?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Did that help you with the NWEAs too?
Yes.
Okay, you want to do the first one and show everybody how you do that?
Yeah.
The boy hears the joke his friend tells. He thinks it's funny. He bites, growls, smiles, looks, smiles.
Rusty kept on looking at the lace. Silver he wanted to know what the left.
Now, does that make sense?
I don't know what's right here.
So, chunk it. What's the first chunk?
Buck.
And then what's the last sound?
Buckle.
Okay, what's a buckle?
Oh,
You don't-
I meant a sheeple.
There you go. All right.
Wait, slide buckle. He wanted to know what the left
Does that look like left?
leaf
Awesome.
meant. Mean. He knew it had to mean something. He was curious, sorry about curious.
Okay, why don't we stop right here? Now, here's my question. I know you had trouble. That's okay, and I like the way you did that. Would you like to show people how well you've been doing? Show the paper that shows how your test scores are before we go to the next part? Why don't you take them out and show the camera so people can actually see how you did. You want to show them? So, can you see
I was
that?
a beginner in the first year. Second time I took the test, I got a 210. The third time I got a 372. The last time I got the 399.
And where is it that you're going to hopefully go this next and last time this year?
And the light green.
Okay, good job.
First I was at a beginner and then I went to a 201 and then a 202, I'm at 283 and now I'm at 399.
And you're hoping to go up also?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Would you like to show people what you do when you're in small group?
In the first year when we started with doing this with Miss Lovejoy, it was kind of hard when we did this, but it started to get easier. But when we did the second part of it with the boxing and bulleting, and both of them to see like we do cameraman and Game King. We did them both for boxing and bulleting, and then it got a little bit challenging when we started to write it in a folder. After that, when we wrote it, we combined them together, and then we wrote all about it.
What are the two things you had to combine in that was becoming difficult?
Jackie Robinson and Missy Franklin.
So on the first year when we started coming to Miss Lovejoy's room, it was a little it was harder than I thought, because I was nervous, and we were doing stuff that was really hard at first, and then it got a little bit easier when we went on and on and on. And as we did the main idea and the details, it got a little bit easier, and then we did Crazy Corn, and then the cameraman and the Game King, and then we did boxing and bulleting, and then we
Did you have a question to answer with them?
Me?
Yeah. Is that the answer to the question? So what else did you do?
We did Jackie Robinson, and then we compared them together. And for Missy, I'd said swimmer and high school junior. And for Jackie, I said baseball player, first African American, and then they both broke a record and practiced a lot. And
What did she do that was different?
Missy Franklin turned down the money that she was given, but she wasn't ready to be a pro swimmer.
What did she want to do instead?
Swim with her high school team.
Awesome.
And Jackie Robinson opened the gates for other any colored people who wanted to play baseball.
So do you enjoy coming here?
Yes.
Have you learned anything in here?
We learned a lot of stuff.
Awesome.